Welcome to Koperniki's Corner. I'm over in Watcher of Realms at the moment. I've done some of the dailies, and we're gonna see what we can get knocked out of. I've gotten in a little sooner than I have been lately, so it may give me a few more minutes to do some things. We've got a hero's visit from Laurel. She says, "You must be the commander. The Mother of Trees has whispered to me, stating that the equilibrium of the forest is in peril. Please send your fighters to stand against the hunters and loggers who seek to ravage the forest." And so we're going to first quick deploy whoever they think is best for this, because it doesn't matter. We'll still be able to use them at our pleasure, even though they're off stopping people from deforestation or something out there. All right, so we've got those folks headed off that direction. I've got a red dot over in the friends. Let's see what that's all about. I can quick claim and get. Very good. And then there's something recent. It's from Oompa. Oompa says, "I'm Beavis Extreme, and I've changed my name to Oompa. Keep in touch." Very cool. All right, Oompa, there you go. Interesting. Interesting decision. All right. So, got that. And then I'm going to check on the auto rewards, because I think, yeah, they're all done. Let's claim those, giving us 10 quick clear tickets, 2 insignia of endurance 3s. Hey, Realm Ruler, how you doing? 2 arena permits, 3 auto fight attempts, and 1 huge stamina potion from that. And then I have over here a little dragon fella, and he's been out gathering us some auto fight attempts. It does make one wonder how exactly he gathers up the auto fight attempts while he's out there. He just swoops in. I don't know. It must be magic. That's all I can say. Him and Santa Claus have a thing going on, you know? I mean, they spread the holiday cheer of auto fight attempts. Yeah, not sure where I'm going with that, but it just felt like, you know, the I don't know. There's that old Christmas song. It must be Santa. I feel like it must be Hyperion. All right. Here's our daily luck. 20 diamonds, 40,000 gold, and 100 stamina from that. Then down to the W Gold shop, we get, well, it's 30 stamina. Very good. And then daily free offer gives us 30 more stamina. So we got 60 stamina from just those two, and then 100 from the other. So we're well set on the stamina for the moment. We'll come get some more things with that here in a moment. Some more auto runs happening. First, we'll come over here and claim this. Give friendship points 1 time, and we get 10 friendship points and 5 engraved rings for that. Hey, Ruben, how you doing? And then for obtaining that daily chest from Hyperion, we get yet more rewards, which are 5 engraved rings and 10,000 gold. Okay, out of there, and I'm tempted to click on the events tab, but I may as well wait, because we still have this this quest running here in the background, the background fights, basically. So I'm going to click on this. Again, I'm tempted just to click the summon window and do that, but I'm going to wait on that for a few more people to arrive, probably. Realm Ruler says, "Save the W gold for privilege card." I've just kind of held on to my W gold. I think I spent some on some chests at one point for, like, I don't think it was the Christmas thing. I think there was something before the Christmas thing that you got W gold chests for, and you got to give them out to people. It was a while back. I didn't really know what I was doing. I still don't really know what I'm doing. But at that time I had even less idea of what I was doing. I think I got some for that. But I haven't spent any since then, I don't think. And that may not even be accurate. I may have, you know what? I think I did spend the 20 gold, because, like, you got 20 gold for spending 20 gold or something like that. And so I went ahead and did that and shared that with, I think, the guild at the time. But don't quote me on that. I think I did. All right, now let's see here. Let's go to the faction quest. I've got to go do the daily repeatable here on stage 8. And so I may as well. Ooh, looks like the background fight has finished. So maybe I go click that first. All right. We got 36,960 gold, 6,000 XP potions, a bit of different kinds of gear, 180 Vault in the Sands trophies, and 180 Brave Conquest points. Realm Ruler says, doing great, and congrats on Lubu. Thank you very much. Yes, I haven't used him yet, I don't think. Or maybe I have. I'm not really. Maybe I was gonna try him out. Maybe I did try him out. I don't recall how he did, if I did. What I do know is that he boosts Stout Chan a little bit, which is super helpful. Okay, let's go back to this faction trial over here, and I want to do the auto attack on the basic trial with the auto fight, because really there's no reason not to. I'm at stage 8 on it, and so that's going to be the way it's going to be no matter what. So let's hop over to events, and we've got some stuff in Brave Conquest. It is a huge stamina potion, but we also have the Engraver's Exhibition over there. And I was told earlier today that that I don't actually need to count these, and that if you hit the limit on the number that are on a sheet of tiles, a pattern, then it will stop you, and it'll say like you've already put as many as you need of those down, which is crazy. I made the assumption that you kind of had to, think about it a little bit before you click the button, but apparently not. That's what I'm told. I'm still going to continue to do it because I guess it makes sense to me to count them and then do it that way. So there's 11 on this map, on this pattern here. So let's just, count them out. There's one. Realm Ruler says stamp until you can't stamp anymore. Right? Yeah, that's what I was told earlier, and I was pretty surprised about that because I would think that unless it's just going with pure luck. It feels like it's kind of the only thing you're doing, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. All right, so we've got our 11. Let's move some stuff around here. Confirm that. I guess I guess there's another element in which you could accidentally swap the wrong pieces, and I've certainly felt like I could be in danger of doing that, but otherwise kind of feels like not going over is a big part of the only decision making, I think, in this. Maybe I'm wrong. Eruvian says, would love to see you beat H715 for your storyline. Oh, I know, I need to do this storyline, I get you. We got 50 diamonds, 6 5-star psychic power shards, and 100,000 gold for that. Now we're all out of our engraved rings, and so on we go. Let's see, we finished up that fight, got 150 XP potions and 7 shelter insignia 3s. I think I come back over to the dragon, and looks like we do have something here we could upgrade and boost our rage regen a little bit more across the board, and then back out. Well, actually, I haven't done the faction trial today. What is it? Trial of the Cultists. Realm Ruler says, hey, Roof, didn't see you there. Welcome back. Yeah. He's hanging out. What do we have here? Okay, map info, and we've got a lot of these fellas who are going to jump in the water and become bigger, badder guys. We've got 2 portals to protect. There are 6 oncoming portals, and 2 of them are in the air. They've got Abyssal Blight, Devourer, Egan's Fanatics, those jump in the water. Blister Slimes, those I think are the ones that... Oh, okay, it splits itself apart when faced with fatal damage. I think last time I tried this, I got overwhelmed. I just didn't have what it took to keep them from getting past that bottleneck there. So then we have the Abyss Divers, and the Egan's Dependents. Yeah, I think that's what happened before. We'll go to fight and I'll look at my guys. But, okay. Now I do have, I think this is Rosalia's her name. Yeah, Rosalia. She's new and Valise is also new since I last tried this. I've never used either of them, so I don't know really what I'm doing with them at all. I could try taking out Elacos. And then who else? Obviously I haven't leveled Valise at all, so that wouldn't help me significantly to throw her in at level 1, I doubt. So we'll put in Rosalia. She does have her fancy schmancy. Actually, did I give her artifact yet? Well, interesting. Okay. So she currently has the Flux Pendant, interestingly. So we'll take that off and throw her her Paintress's brush on. And then we may as well enhance it all the way up. Rubian says level Police a bit. Yeah, I probably need to. Because she's probably pretty decent. I don't recall now. I did look at her when I first got her, I think, or shortly thereafter. But I don't actually recall much about her right now. Okay, now, how's about I go ahead and put some armor on some of these guys? Okay, but she already has armor, it's just the artifact that she's missing. A critical hit increases critical damage by 25% for 3 seconds. Sure, why not? We can throw that on. And then we have quite a few of these guys who just don't have any gear on right now. I think Jorge could use some. He could use some levels pretty badly too. Level 40 is pretty insufficient to the task. Wonder if I can, yeah, I can level him up. May as well. And then throw some kind of gear on him. Some kind of artifact. That's a Bloodlust Phylactery. Class limited to defenders. Increases damage permanently by 1% when damage is taken. Stacks up to 15 times. Sure, why not? And we'll enhance that too while we're at it. Alright, let's see here. We've got next, I think, we better do the healer. I think that's the only healer that we have in this faction, so better get some gear on her, right? Let's see, when HP is at maximum, increases healing effect by 15. Sure. After that, I will go with Abby Zhao, I think, next. Okay, that's a Tome of Horror, class limited to mages. Attacking slowed targets increases attack speed by 30, and rage regen by 25% for 5 seconds. This effect can only be triggered 1 time every 8 seconds. Let me have a look at her skills again. Restores 15 rage when an enemy dies in range. This effect can be triggered 1 time every 0.5 seconds. She's got deals 120% damage 3 times to up to 10 enemies in range. Every 1 target hit grants 1 stack of Psychic Force to the hero, which it says each stack increases attack by 3% up to 10 stacks. Deals 110% AoE damage to up to 5 enemies rather. And when the hero has Psychic Force and hits an enemy with a basic attack, it generates a ground effect area, which deals 12% damage per second for 3 seconds. Airborne units take half the damage instead. Interesting. Alright, let's have a look at Cyrene. I think she gives back 12 cost every time she ultimates. I believe she's the one that does that. Throw some gear on her. Got a mythic artifact, Flux Pendant, increases critical damage by 12%. When HP drops below 50%, the increase is doubled. Well, that's cool. And then I think Greed next. Increases damage by 10%. Dealing damage has a 25% chance of slowing down the target by 50% for 2 seconds. That can be triggered up to 1 time every 4 seconds. I think maybe I want to switch this around. Maybe I will take the title ring off of him. And then take the Tome of Horror off of her. Maybe. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll give her the whatever it was. I'm so very non-visual. I have no idea what it looked like. I feel like I'm in the right area though. Clicking now, maybe not. It's definitely not that. That's that lucky thing. Oh, this might be it. I think this is it. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I think so. And then putting the other one onto Greed. Okay, that's the slow thing. I think that's not the one I wanted on him, though. I think I wanted maybe this. Yes, this. Alright, I like that better. Peruvian says Iona is really good for this fight, paced at the top, and Greed is great as well. Yeah. I had slowed them down previously and it was insufficient. But hopefully, maybe at least I have a little bit of something better here now. I'm not 100% sure. Haven't tried out Rosalia yet, I don't think, so we'll see how it goes. That's the wrong tab. This is the guy who blows himself up. And that's not what I want on him. I wonder if we could do this. Let's try this. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but it might be good enough in this instance. I'm not sure. Iridian says Greed is great as well. I've read that one. But Rome Ruler says Tear of Twilight eventually. I assume that's an artifact. Maybe it's even one that I have and didn't notice. But okay, let's see here. We're still in danger according to this. Oh, it's terrible. Yes, it's just as bad as it was prior. Ah, it's rough. I'm going to get slaughtered, but that's okay. Oh, there's Aona. We haven't stuck her gear on yet. Throw some gear on there. Increases damage by 10%. Dealing damage has a 25% chance of slowing down the target by 50% for 2 seconds. effect can be triggered up to 1 time every 4 seconds. Better than nothing, I suppose. What do we have on attributes? Could star her up using purples, so let's do that. We have plenty of the purples. Just a moment here. Somebody's trying to spam the channel. Can't be having that. There we go. Okay, so we increased her attributes. A good little deal there, I think about 10%, I don't know. Okay, so looks a lot better. Looks like we actually could star up a few different people here. I wonder though, I feel like there's something coming up for that kind of thing. I don't know if I want to do it quite yet. Corridor of Glory? Yeah, in 2 days. Maybe I don't do it yet. Maybe I wait on that. I don't think it's going to matter too much anyway, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get slaughtered in here regardless. So, shan't waste too many resources on it quite yet. Arabian says, good job promoting. Hey, leveled her up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get pretty much trounced here in this particular fight. And so I don't know that I want to throw a whole lot of resources into it with the upcoming, I just forgot what it's called, Corridor of Heroes, something like that, because I may as well wait and be patient. Okay, let's see here. Let's try this, and if it's close, or if it's even remotely within the range of something that might eventually be close, then I might go ahead and do it. But as it is, like, I'm looking, 318,729 is what I have for my VP. They're suggesting 583,680, implying I'm probably going to get slaughtered, but let's go ahead and try it anyway. I don't have enough resources to cover that kind of difference, really. Now, who do I even have here? Oh, right. There's only one slot here. Yes, this is no bueno. All right, that's an issue. Whatever shall I do? You know what? We haven't tried out Rosalia yet. So, let's throw her out just to kind of see what she does. And then it's all right that I'm going to get slaughtered. Alright, so we've got a bit of a reprieve. And we'll try throwing Aona up here. I think so. Yes. Okay. Now we could stop them from moving forward for a second. Sure, may as well. Can't put anybody else there, but I could stick some people over here, I suppose. Not for long. Wonder what she does. Oh, let's look at it. It does the 3 limes. And is that putting out waves of damage? I think it is. That's cool. Alright. Okay. Let's restart. And try it a little different. Okay, so she puts out some waves of damage. That's kind of neat. I think I will... Oh, let's see, where will I put her? What if I put her right here? Could be fun. Okay. In that case, what if I stick Cyrene here? And then we'll throw... Who did I have here last time? Did I have maybe her and Nora? No, I had Nora here for sure. And then who did I have over there? Well, maybe I had Morgan. I'm not really sure. That didn't work well at all. Okay. Okay, let's restart this. So Jorge did not do great there. Or no, it was Cyrene who I had there. Let's try Jorge. And then put Nora down. And then what did I have next? It doesn't do any good if we can't kill him fast enough. So we almost have to put Rosalia there with some support. Yeah, Morgan is unfortunately bad. I wanted her to be good, but she just isn't. And she is a great lord, I agree. But she's just not sufficient. I think I accidentally put her down first when I was trying to put Honora down, but that's okay. Yeah, she just can't quite cut it. We got that one go by. That's alright. Let's throw Cyrene here. And Aatrox just to put a bit of a barrier for a second. Neither of them are going to blow anybody's mind over there. And we don't really have any more fighters to put here. But okay, what if we stick Greed over here? I don't know if Greed is the right option, but we stick him there. And then perhaps, oops, I was too late on clicking her ultimate. That's too bad. I don't think it'll matter too much anyway. It's just sort of an experiment. There's the last two that are going to knock me out, but yeah, interesting. Okay. Irvian says they don't know up top. Yeah, right. Yeah, that would be fine. I don't think it'll honestly matter in this instance, but sure. If I had enough either firepower or well really more firepower would be good. Yes, slowing it down it amounts to the same thing as if you have some heavy hitters in there and you slow the guys down so that they're in the gauntlet longer, then yeah, that's going to knock them out. But if you don't have any firepower at the lower left, then you're going to be in the same situation where you can't survive the onslaught. So yeah. Well, we will go back and try that one another day, I think, because I don't want to spend too long on that one thing when we have so many other things to do. Alright, let's go to quests. Level up hero 3 times, and we get 1 stamina potion sample and 5 engraved rings. And then clear faction trial on any difficulty level 1 time, and we get 10,000 gold and 5 engraved rings for that. Peruvian says you had the right idea with greed on the bottom. Yeah, sure, because again, it's one of those deals you want to slow them down, and that way they stay in the path a little bit longer of the heavy hitters. And I think that's pretty much the way with both sides there. If you can slow them at the top, deal your damage, well, at the beginning, I should say, not at the top, but at the beginning of their spawn, then yeah, you'd be able to do the most damage to them that way. Or like I said, if you just happen to have some really heavy hitting mages or marksmen for that area, then that would work too. All right, let's see here. We got 35 diamonds and 5 engraved rings for claiming the box at the top right there. Okay, we got to perform one summon. And so here we go. Let's give that a go. Oh, an ad. Oh, man. I obviously picked the wrong moment for that. We got Voltus, the 3-star mage from the coldest faction. Voltus, assigned to protect the commander, possesses electrical powers of mysterious origin. Beware his devastating storm. And so, we claim this prize, which is 5 engraved rings and 2 4-star psychic power shards. Now, get out of there, let's go claim these background fights, which is from the arena. Not the arena. The faction trials. The Pantheon. And so, we got 261 XP potions and 9 Spirit Insignia 3s for that. Realm Ruler says, haha, ads suck. Yeah, it sounds like it was at exactly the wrong moment. Alright, let's click OK there, and we can come over here to the Hero's Visit, where Laurel has returned. Well, our fighters have returned, to be fair. And we go with Dispatch completed. Get 5 arena permits and 200 stamina for that. She says, I'm in desperate need of adventurer medals, or I won't be able to continue roaming the kingdom freely. It's an interesting thing, isn't it, to need adventure medals in order to roam the kingdom freely. What is it exactly that one gets from an adventure medal that allows one to roam freely? Uncertain. But we move forward, and it says complete any stage of Gear Raid 3 to have a chance of obtaining quest items. So let's go ahead and click go. Come to stage 15. Well, let's look and see. What do I actually have in this here? I think this is the one with the flying fish. It is the one with the flying fish. Okay. So it's got the Chthonic Enchantress. She has magic barrier. The Chthonic Enchantress increases magic resistance for all allies. Chthonic Enchantress is almost a tongue twister. It's so close. She also has Abyssal Tides, deals massive damage periodically to all adjacent enemies. Abyssal Command 2, the Chthonic Enchantress periodically summons Abyssal Horrors to fight for her. They will fly towards surrounding heroes, dealing AoE physical damage. She also has control immunity, making her immune to all crowd control effects except slow. Ascend 1, after casting this skill, the Chthonic Enchantress's basic attack targets 2 enemies at the same time, and inflicts 5 seconds of continuous damage. She also has Ascend 2. After casting this skill, the Chthonic Enchantress's basic attack targets 3 enemies at the same time, and inflicts 5 seconds of continuous damage. Whenever the lunar eclipse draws near, the Chthonic Enchantress conducts the ritual herself, emerging from the deep sea and stirring the tides of darkness. Guided by her, the followers pray to the Eldritch God, yearning for sinister powers and esoteric wisdom. Okay, so we've got her, then we've got Deadeye Tyrants, Deformed Dwellers, Merkling Menaces. Those are the ones that they launch surprise attacks in pitch black abyss, apparently. Dreadmere Eels, and then Abyssal Horrors draws the attention of surrounding ranged units, causing them to prioritize attacking the caster. Alright. So, let's see what we've got here, because I have gotten some marksmen, I think, since the last time I tried this. So, what do we have here? Who knows? Who knows indeed? I wonder what I've got going on here. I see that I've got Autumn. Okay, let's see. We've got Cetrum, we've got Solkadins. Who else do I have? Okay, I've recently gotten Talon, and she can be a platformer. She doesn't have to be a platformer, and I think she's pretty decent. So let's see. We need to have some heals going on for sure, and maybe, I don't know, let's see, maybe she's a fine choice. Let's throw some gear on her. I don't know. I wonder, I assume I must have been trying to go for the utility to try and get those extra DPS out of it. Realm Ruler says Marchman or Key. Yeah, agreed. And Iridian says don't forget the extra range you get from Piercer Lords. Also true. Let's first throw this on, throw an artifact on, then I'm going to go look again. Increases AoE healing effect by 3 for one allied unit in range, stacking up to 4 times. Alright. Let's come back over here. And I agreed with the Piercer Lord. It's a good idea. I would change that out or lay out. Oh, I already have 2 healers. I don't need another one. I must have had her in just for utility at the time. Whatever it was, it didn't work. So let's unequip her back because I don't need her taking up gear. I've already got what I need in the way of healers. Alright, so we'll throw in Talon. Alright. I think I do want to keep Leia as a lord. It makes sense to. Let's put her up here. Throw Talon down there. And in fact, let's try taking out Laurel for this fight. Putting in Brienne. And I think... okay, let's see. Alright, we'll see how this goes. And if it's not very pleasant, then we'll switch some guys out. And there's that girl, whatever her name is. Lunaria. Lunaria is the Piercer Lord. I don't have a lot of great... Well, okay, it's alright. That's right. I think we're going to just go ahead and start it like this. See what happens and adjust accordingly. Alright. We're well beyond the suggested BP. It's been a while since I attempted this. It's going to be funny if it's, like, just no problem at all at this point. But, yeah, I understand with what you're saying there, Rivian. I see that Romulo was saying the Laurel and the Autumn. Yeah, that was what I thought as well. Alright. Let's see here. We're going to just give it a go and try to use the brain, which is a difficult proposition at the best of times. Let's see. I think last time I may have put him not there. I think I put him there. With some degree of effectiveness. I don't remember. I'm going to try it. It's been quite a while since I made this attempt. In fact, let's see. In fact, I may have had her in a very different location. And I feel like I had Dao Chen somewhere else too. That's okay. We will, we'll just see how it goes. I haven't really used this one yet as a platformer. See, do I want him or do I want... Yeah, sure, why not? And this isn't to him, it's to her, but... Alright. It's probably been over a month since I attempted this. not sure exactly how then. No, that one almost made it. All right, so we got 30 diamonds, 750 XP potions, 2,990 gold, one piece of armor, and 20 raid conquest points there. I had Setrum at the top with an EPS with 4,540,750, followed by Etrol at 3,997,810, and then Arrogance at 3,118,680. Would have done much worse had I not had much more VP than was needed there, or than was suggested. Realm Ruler says, "Woo, next," and Urubian says, "Close, congrats." Yeah, it was close. It was a little too close, really, for the amount of VP over I had for it, which is, because I didn't have a really great place for my guys. Let's see if I want to change anything for this next round. I think I may not want to. I understand your point about the range, but I think I may want to keep what I have there. I think I want to boost Setrum and then boost all of the watchers with attack with this damage boost. Having the two healers, we're getting everybody healed. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this for the moment and see if I can do better on the placement. All right. I could put Cetrum up top, but I kind of think I want. I mean, I could put him here. And we would still be able to have Leia on the other side. Yeah, let's go ahead and try it that way and see what happens. Well, you know what? Maybe that's not the best plan. Maybe I just do Dao Chan up here, which I did last time, and go with it from that angle first. Although having... Okay. Maybe go across there. I should have put Etrol out already, but I didn't. That was a failure. Oh, I'm actually failing many areas at the moment. Working on getting my failure skills up. It's great. What did I do that for? Cool. All right. Rubian says love that placement. I'm not sure if I love the placement, but I'm gonna do something anyway. I'll wait on that. Shouldn't have done that yet. That's all right. That was another close one. He came a little bit near to my blue portal there. Rubian says, see, you wrecked him. Yeah, it was okay. I wouldn't go with wrecked, but we definitely won. I'll take it. All right, we got 30 diamonds, 750 XP potions, 4,305 coins, and one piece of gear, and then 20 brave conquest points for that. Complete that. And now let's see. Stage 18. We shall see. Alright. Try to do a better job this time because we've almost gotten slotted twice so far. So, let's see if I can put... Alright. If I put Leia here, facing down, I think that might be better. I think I'm okay, possibly even with putting him here. I'll put him here for now. Maybe I change that up in a minute. Don't need that yet. I think I still like her back here. Seems alright. Maybe facing up this time. Let's decide. I know you like such them up front, but I want to try it like this. I understand wanting to kill the thing with him. Not good enough for sure. Yeah. Alright, we'll try it. Alright, let's try that again. This time we had Setrum doing the top DPS, followed by Arrogance, then Ejol, then drops down to Maul. Alright. Try again. And yeah, I'll try with Setrum up front. I just want to try some different things. And let's see what works best. I think if I do Setrum up front, which I did before, I should still be okay actually with doing the Leia behind and to his right, and then pissing down, and that makes some sense. We can still put Edril over here, down Chen up top, and then DPS mode until it needed to be changed down to that. I feel like she can go here. You know, it's a matter of does she go side to side or does she go up and down? I'll go up and down for now. And then Arrogance does the next highest for DPS. So we'll throw him there, and I have to pay attention because otherwise I'll lose I'll lose one of my guys if I don't switch to Chan in time. We'll see. Try that. Not good enough. It doesn't, no time. No, I don't know. I think it was better, better the time before, actually. Okay, so stats show that Setrum did 7,273,000, Edril 2,097,000, Arrogance did 1,640,000, then it goes down from there. So let's see. If we consider those are the top, let's go look at what we have. So it's Setrum, Arrogance, and Neutral. Everybody else is negligibly comparatively. And Neutral. So keeping those in is imperative. The words for those who are boosting them, keep them. The rest are not as important. Let's see. In the way of marksman, it's not great. I haven't tried Eliza yet. I don't know if she's going to be better or worse. I don't think that she's as high of level, actually, though. She's level 50. I wonder what level Maul is. Let's see. He also is level 50. I mean, he's got a cool little AoE thing he does there. Peruvian thinks get rid of Sulfidins and replace with Lunaria. I don't think that it'll work. It's going to decrease Cetrum's damage by a good bit if we get rid of the Lord there. Yeah, I know about the range. I don't... I mean, I can try it. I'm willing to try it, but I don't have high expectations of it. Yeah, I mean, I'll try it. Replace with Lunaria. You're saying to get rid of Sulfidins and replace with Lunaria. Alright, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Okay. Don't need to put her in, but word skill will help big time, gives range. Sure. Yeah, and I understand that then they can start hitting them whenever they're still waiting to be released. Alright. So we'll give it a go. We'll try sticking Edril out next. And then Arrogance. trouble is, doesn't Lunaria only boost... Does she boost all marksmen, or does she just boost piercers? Because I thought she just boosted piercers. And, you know, use Snoop, I don't feel it. And, if that's the case... Hold on a second. I'm messed up here. If that's the case, then, I mean, she's the only piercer I have in the group. What about April and such? Everything. Sorry, I failed to switch her back over in time. Nope. Alright, they got him. Then that's good. A second more to get into range there. Oh, good. Lord bonus from Lunaria in range, says Romer. See, I thought that Lunaria only gave piercers that bonus, though. But I'll go check and see. Okay, because you see, it's only faction team members that benefit from her ability, and the only, I mean, she's the only piercer that I have in this group. So I don't think that the range is beneficial from this. Like, I would have to put in, I could put Brienne in her group, and actually that's the problem. I didn't actually realize these are dual faction guys. So this way, each role would benefit, and Brienne would benefit. Because that time, she was I mean, nobody was getting any benefit except for the faction team members' basic attributes increasing to 10%. This way will be better because they'll have their ranges increased. I don't know if it'll matter because I'm sticking Idril at the back, and I mean, her primary damage is being dealt by her ultimate regardless. And Brienne, I've had her also at the back facing to the side, and that would not be a good placement with the larger range. So if I do it like this and rely on that range making any difference, I'm gonna have to put Brienne somewhere else, and I can switch her out. Well, switching her with Maul wouldn't do any good. I could switch her out to one side. She just doesn't do enough damage to really justify. No need for a Nora. Sure, we can switch a Nora out. I don't know that it'll matter because we're not really using a Nora anyway. But sure, yeah, we can switch her with somebody. That being said, it's not great options on. I haven't tried Eliza, so I can put her in, I suppose. You think Theowen? I haven't had good luck with Theowen, but maybe. At least he would get a bonus from the Piercer faction. Okay, let's see. Eruvian is suggesting putting Idril and Setram up in the middle. Yeah, I did have Setram up that time. Dao Chan bottom middle for protection. We can try it. Alright, let's see. Alright, so you guys think Idril and Citrum. Well, I agree about Citrum. He can go here, okay. He can go to the side or he can go here, either one. So you want to do Idril here. Okay. Citrum, you think, alright. Daochan, you want there. And then y'all wanted him to slow, so we better stick him. Okay, I can't put him here, but we won't have anywhere for Leia to go. But we can put him over here and face this way. And then we could put Leia over here, which is, this is no different in a way than she's been. She's going to be able to cover the same area as what I need, regardless. Okay, now, better throw arrogance out. And we've got 2 more deployables, so we've got Huyen. And I could face her up and down. She could get a little further that way. They when pointed up. I can stick them all here, and then he can get out there still. Let's see what Thaywin does. There's a spinning blade that deals damage equal to 100% attack. The blade stays in place and does AoE damage equal to 85% of the hero's attack per second to surrounding enemies. I haven't really used Thaywin so much yet. I think he just died. And that's because I didn't switch Daochan in time. Wait for those guys to get into range of this. Oh, that was the wrong place. Oh gosh. Okay. Pick her back up and stick Lunaria out. Guess I could put her here. Okay. Theowen pointed up, you say. Try it. Alright, let's try again. From the bottom. Okay, so we've got Citrum here. Idril there. Now you wanted Daochan here, and then they went on the other side pointing up. Switch her over. We better get her out. And then probably need to get arrogance out. I should have checked the DPS last time and I failed to. Or the damage. Not necessarily. It doesn't really show you DPS on here. It does show you damage. Let's see, he heads out that far. Well, where do we want her? That'll help her hit all the way across, which won't hurt. Peruvian says better. Wrong button. There's Dailies there. Oh, bueno. Got to 36 out of 61. You think that's close? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Alright, stats show that Setchum's at the top, followed by Adriel, followed by Amal of all people. Then Arrogance, Talon, and it just drops after that to, yeah, negligible. Alright. Trying to think this through for a minute. Let's click on it and look. I can't keep Del-Chan in attack because they're all gonna die. I've been switching her only when they're almost dead. If I don't switch her over, then they're gonna die. I can do it, but I'll show you. I'll show you what happens. Alright, let's see here. We start with this again. Switched her over to DPS. And then we wanted Thalen there. And I'll try sticking Maul out next because he did so well. I think last time I had him, I think I may have had him on this other side recently. And then we've got Leia needs to come out, or they're gonna not make it very much longer. We're do Brienne over here. Ah, wrong button. Now you see that Dao-Chan is about to die. If I keep her in healer mode, or in DPS mode, she's going to die. There she went. Yeah. Alright, so we got Setrum at 5,141,000, Idril at 4,483,000, Arrogance at 4,326,000, and then Maul at 3,494,000, and then it drops down to virtually nothing after that. So let's see. Setrum, Idril, Arrogance, and Maul. Hey, loading, how you doing? Rivian says, wow, you killed the boss, just not enough of the ads. Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah. Okay, so Setrum, Idril, Arrogance, and Maul. Yeah, I just don't see Lunaria, right? Like, so I feel like the only person that she's boosting that matters at all is Idril, and I don't see it. Like, I feel like boosting Setrum, and maybe we try the same thing, but we throw Solkadins back in and boost Setrum instead of Idril. Setrum does more damage, his boost matters more. The range. Okay, so the range that it was boosting was on people that don't really matter very much. Idril, I mean, she does well. but she doesn't do nearly as well as Section does. Yeah, I understand it's about the range, but if okay, so if you're increasing the range of people who don't do much damage anyway, though, um, then yes, you're hitting the things a little bit sooner, but you're not doing much damage to them. So I don't know. Let's just try it again, and we'll see what happens. It may be better, it may be worse. You know, you might be right. Don't know. Let's see. I'll keep the same people. Actually, I won't. Let me see. Hold on. Give it a go. Marksman. And I mean, I guess I can keep the same people. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Um, Overall, yeah. Okay. Well, let's try it again. I think I'll arrange it a little differently. We can still stick the down chan at the bottom. It's kind of nice to have somebody at the bottom though who can um, do some. Yeah, no, I think I prefer. Okay, it's alright. You know what? We can put Angel there. I don't think it'll make too much difference one way or the other whether she's there at the bottom. The vast majority of her damage is done with the ultimate. Oh, I went a little too soon on that. Could put arrogance up here. I had been putting him back so that he could hit things as they come in at the bottom, but we can give it a go that way. Maul does pretty well. So we'll stick him up next. Think I will put him here. I know that you guys think I should make him face up, and I get what you're saying because it has a longer period to slow down. But the problem is, I think, it's only hitting one side of the group that way, and I'm going to go ahead and try to hit both sides. Ah. Loading says you have the green lady. I don't know who, the only green lady I have is Laurel. Other than that. Gotta switch her. And that one's going to altitude. Not quite in that yet. And I forgot to switch down channel. So we got up to 42 that direction. Yeah, Laurel. I do have Laurel, and I had her in earlier. I had switched her out because some folks thought it would be a good idea. But and in fact, I thought I might switch her out for some other people. I had used her the last time that I did this prior to this attempt, like over a month ago. And I think you're right. Yes, the rage regen, right? And I think that I may throw her back in again because essentially I have 3 to 4 people who are doing damage here. Like we've got Setrum, Arrogance, Edril, and then either Brienne or Maul, depending on I think placement really. And so with that being the case, we've got 3 people and they're from 3 different factions doing the most damage. So we have to pick and choose who we support, but Laurel supports all of them. Like she refreshes the rage on all of them. And that's going to increase both Idril and Cetrum's DPS significantly. The only it really doesn't matter which of these other guys we replace because comparatively they're all garbage, right? So like um if you look at Maul, for instance, right here, he did 414,000. You compare that to Cetrum at 6,812,000. If we can increase Cetrum's damage by, 10%, then that negates everything that Maul did. His character is irrelevant at that point. Right, yeah, agreed. Loading is saying if the stage is set up like that, honestly, you can even use mages. Yeah, I had a Nora in here earlier, but took her out. Um, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I think we try again. And one trouble with Laurel is she can only really be beneficial in certain placements because she is her area of effect is not phenomenal. And I think I would rather have her than either Brienne or Maul, and maybe if I think I'd rather have her than Theowen. I really haven't been super impressed with Theowen pretty consistently. I'm gonna try switching her out here. Put some clothes on her maybe. It looks like she has some gear, she just doesn't have an artifact. I think if I can get her in a location where she can refresh Arrogance, Cetrum, and Idril, then that would be sufficient. Again, the rest of the people don't really matter. So we're gonna put her there. If I can find a spot to throw her, I think that'll be helpful. I wonder what I just threw on her. I did not pay attention to that artifact. Let's see. Restores 5% rage for every 5 attacks. Sure. Why not? Making her ultimate go off more often. Sure. Seems fine. Alright. That's what that does. It increases basically all of the people around her in this area here. They get 4% rage restored. Well, 2 of them do. Every 2 seconds, lasting for 12 seconds. So that's going to be 6 times that happens every time that her rage, or every time that her ultimate goes up. So if we can increase the amount of times that happens, that's a good thing. And you can also pick her up and she'll restore 50% of the rage of these guys around her. And that counts as dying, which I didn't know at first. Cody told me that you can actually pick her up and that counts for dying. So yeah, loading is saying you just place her down and then immediately take her out. Yeah, you can. And you don't have to do it like that because you don't necessarily need the rage to be restored all the time, and you can just wait until you need it and then put her down and pick her up. But it's, yeah, it's up to you how you want to do that. If you have other people who, she does have some other benefits. Let's see. So in addition to having that, that's just damage. It's irrelevant. But this here is symbiotic power. It grants damage increase for 8 seconds to allies every time they use their ultimates. That's damage plus 20%, which is not bad. Oh, you're saying that's how I should do it. I don't know. I don't know if I will or not. I think I would prefer to wait until it starts getting overwhelming, because the damage increase is significant. 20% more every 8 seconds. For 8 seconds every time you use the ultimate certainly adds up. And of course you can throw her down, blow the ultimates, and then pull her up. But it also requires that I have a brain, which is a big requirement here. All right. Okay, so let's give it a shot. Yeah, I know. I agree about Honora. I had Honora in previously, but uh, but yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try for the moment, and let me kind of do some things in my head here. Like, all right, where am I gonna stick Laurel where she can hit as many people as would be ideal? It's almost got to be at the bottom, facing up. It doesn't have to be, but that seems like the better placement, and we could still have Leia do her thing. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I agree. Honora does do good damage. Um, but we'll try it this way. See what happens. Got this, and then do Etril. And really, I want to get Leia out, not Leia, Laura out on Setram. I'm not going to be able to hit both of them no matter where I put her, but I can hit Setram from here and Arrogance. So that's 2 out of the 3 that I would like to hit. And while I understand the premise of Laurel, I understand also that my brain can only handle so much at one time. And so I'm going to do it like this for now. I think I'll wait and put Moral next. And we're going to go across with him. I think I may put Soakdens. No. He'll only, let me see. I'm not really sure that Brienne is going to be that helpful, but I'll put it up. And face up with her. Don't think I need to do that yet. And we'll wait until they get a little closer in here. Take this moment to try to recover a bit. Too bad on that. Goes that direction. Across. No good. No good. 58 to 61. All right. Yeah, no bueno. What do we got here? Go back here. I've missed some speaking, so hold on a second. Especially at the end, you should also try Nora. She does good damage. Yes, I did. You can nuke the boss with Sulcadins. Yes, I know. Sulcadins is awesome. Realm Rulers, let's say 9 what level are you in the guild? This I've been playing the game for years since launch. Voices of Chaos, and you understand also what Streamer Lady can do and when. Yeah, no, I was using Anora initially, and but I was going through following some recommendations there for taking her out. Um, has Valise? Yeah, I do have Valise, but she's level one. Mm, Level one is not going to help me a whole lot there. Oh man. All right, let's see here. Stats. We've got 8,310,950 with Setrum, 4,635,060 with Arrogance, and then it drops down to 2,960 with Idril, and Maul is right at the same point as that. And that is because Idril was outside the range of Laurel. Um, Hence, Setrum and Arrogance were doing their ultimates regularly, and Neutral was not. And so they pulled ahead significantly, which of course they would, right? So the question is really not so much. I'm going to go back to what I was doing before because Idril needs to be in the area where Laurel is. And if we can get her there, because again, as I mentioned earlier, she primarily does her damage during the ultimate. The rest of her damage is negligible. So she needs to ultimate more often. I'm going to try moving her back down there. And yes, I agree about Honora. I think what I'm going to do is take out probably Taylor and then put Honora back in. Yes, I do have Kai, and he too was a recent acquisition. I don't even know where he is because I'm not especially visual. Maybe I passed him, but I've got him here somewhere. But yeah, you can see here who we've got. I think the thing is that Kai is low level, and so is Valise. So there's Valise. Oh, there's Kai, level 1. Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, can't really use those guys. All right. We're gonna try it like this. I think that has a better chance, honestly. All right, so try again. Came pretty close this last time. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna move. I'm gonna move her back to where she was before, I think. And then, let's see. Think about this for a second. All right. Where can we head from here? Let's put her here, I think. And that'll give her the opportunity to die really well. And hit all of the moon guys. So all of the primary folks are out. Should be able So your Chopin's there. Probably mall over to the that was you point, right? No, not mall. No, over here. And we shall try that. Ah, that was silly. Saw somebody dying at Dao Chan like a fool. There went somebody. Who was that? That was well. That's fine. That's actually good. Okay, so well, they're dead. Throw them off here until we can put her back out. That. No good. Worse. All right. Oh no, I know loading. I've used Enora before. I agree. Enora is very good. I understand. All right, let's see here. Upsets me. Our legendaries are no up front. They're spread out. Yeah. This is how I have it arranged. I don't really know much about organizing it. I just have my favorites at the top. Not really upset. Been playing in December. Okay. Dao Chan is a one, yes. Well, all right. Let's see. All right, let me think about this for a second. All right. I didn't check these stats like a fool. All right. All right. I don't know that there's any real chance really need to have to bring in here, but would I want anybody else? I don't really think so. No. Who did I replace there? I don't recall. I haven't tried Eliza. She looked like she would be good, but I haven't given her a shot. Um, let's see. Uses the Laurel strat. She would have beaten this easy. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. The trouble is, I have a little bit of trouble keeping up with everything, and so I understand the premise, and I have used her to refresh people's rage regen in the past successfully, but there's a lot going on. It's not super easy for me, so I gotta get good. All right, let's see. I think. I'll try it again. We'll see. Let's try moving things around a little bit, I think. I'm going to stick him back here. Okay, think about this for a second. I think what I was doing before was had Nora over here. And I don't remember where I had. Well, I don't know if I was using. You know what? I'm just gonna put her here. And then do neutral down here. I think. Yes, because then we can put Laurel over here and hit all of them. Dao-chan there. And then Arrogance, obviously, in the middle. You know, I had been placing him back here before, and I think maybe I want to do that again. Also, I'm failing to click buttons successfully. So then I'm going to put Soul Cruise back down over here. Ah, too late on that. Oh well. That's terrible. Made too many errors that time. Let's see here. The level of release over Kai says loading, and Rubian agrees. Her range will clear any side before enemies even get near. You can shoot from giving up though. Well, thanks. Rubian says good luck heading out. Night. Good night, Rubian. Alright. Now that was a poor attempt there. Let's try again. I should have checked the stats. Man, I've got to check the stats. Okay. We'll try again. Alright, so we do her here, and then I think I will try the same thing again and try to not let people die this time. We'll see how that goes. Get in time? I did, I think. Good. Wonderful. Lovely. No bueno. Not even remotely close. That was what we call worse. Alright. Alright, stats show that Setrum did 6,344,000, and then Arrogance and Nora did much, much less. So, alright, Setrum did that much. Etral was down as well. Well, that's because it didn't last as long, obviously. So. I'm gonna give it one more go. We're gonna see if I can do anything better. Okay, let's see that. Oh, well, ha. I'm an idiot. Yatral is a watcher. Okay, cool. That'll help slightly. Let's try again. Don't know if this is better. It feels like not better. So we shall move people around. I think. Still gonna put Cetrum here. I think. Okay. I'm okay with putting Angel back on that spot. But I think I want to put somebody different out front. Maybe even. No, maybe more. No, not bad. I'm not sure. We'll see. Feel like when arrogance is back here, he hits a little bit more of the guys who come by. Don't need to have her. Yeah, no, I do need to have her over there actually. Yeah. Oh, what have I done? That is not what I intended to do. Ah, all wrong. Okay, we're gonna restart this. That was terrible. Alright, try this again. Alright. We want him out first. And then we need her out. Alright, the trouble is, actually, I'll put her there. That's kind of okay. I think it's okay. As long as I put... I don't know. We'll see if that's okay or not in a moment. Should be able to put her here. Quite fast enough there. Oh yes. That was when I was putting her there. Okay. Bad placement. That's okay. She's going that way. This is not a good thing at all. This is terrible. Too late again on that. All right. Well, that was a good attempt. I'm really I came close once. Um, could try that strategy, but I think what I'll do is take a break for now from that and go just set off some of these auto fights here on 17, and that'll be good enough for the moment. All right, minimize here, come out, and go to the Bullroot Bella over here, the black market, and see if there's anything fun. Nothing too exciting there. Got a mine over here waiting on us. That's 3,150 gold. 2,750 XP potions, 20 stamina, 1 arena permit, 2 auto fight attempts, 7 mythril, and 1 chest of some kind. Let's see what we get here. Looks like it is 2 insignia of marksman 2s in that. Very cool. Out of there, and then I have going over here. It's this. Oh yes, supposed to go to the curate 3s. Well, that's what I was trying to get over there. Completely forgot. Alright, we got 30 flame broiled beefs and 30 blazing chilies from the harbor master over here. And let's see. I think that covers those things. What's going on in the arena? Let us refresh this. Here's a guy with 313,773. His monster BP is the same. We'll see what happens. I have no idea. I actually looks like I have Wrath, Arrogance, Gluttony, Idrin, and Dao Chan in this arena. I don't know when the last time was that I did this. Probably in the old gear. Let's see what's going on with our opponents over here. We've got Rautan. He's put out Xeris. Xeris is pretty decent. Xeris has Enslaved. Summons 4 Souls of the Damned and reduces the summon number by 1 with each ultimate cast. A minimum of 1 Souls of the Damned can be summoned. Alright, then we have Talon. She has Nature's Resolve. Increases attack by 40% and all damage reduction by 20%. Dispels 1 debuff from the hero every 5 seconds, and when taking direct damage, restores 5% of their max HP for the hero and adjacent allies. Then they have Beelzebub, which has Corrupted Swarm. During the ultimate, applies AoE damage reduction to cultist allies within the skill range and summons Putrid Flies. Putrid Flies generates a powerful vortex that pulls up to 10 nearby enemies towards its center. And we didn't get to read the rest of that because I got slaughtered instead. So that was, okay, that was Rautan with 313,000, I think? 313,773. We had 323,290. Looks like top DPS was Xeris with 3,092,340, followed by Arrogance with 2,699,320, and then Idrin with 1,659,510. And that gave us 3 arena coins. Cool. Okay, so looks like I think we have 10 arena permits at the moment. Let's go to the events tab. We have engravers exhibitions to do over here. So we have another pattern here. Looks like we need 12 stamps. We won't have enough for 12 stamps, so we'll just throw on what we do have, which is those. And then come out of there. We have in storage, nothing to put together. Okay, cool. In that case, I think I better come into this and see if I got the pieces that I needed there. Oh, that's interesting. I think, man, I clicked the button. I didn't get the Pathfinder's tributes. I think that's what I'm trying to say here. Adventure medals is what they're called this time around. So, let's go back over here again and get some more of those running. I'm gonna do 3 of them. Start that in the background. Okay, and that way we won't go too far over if I don't, or if I get them in the first 2, we'll only have done 1 more. So that should be fine. I think I'm gonna head to go where it started at 12:30 and go ahead and refresh. You get 3 refreshes a day. So here's 3 for free, that is. So here's 1 of them. And nothing I want there, so let's do a second one. Still not really what I'm looking for. And then a 3rd one. And I'll take that rare summoning crystal there for 70 diamonds. Alright. That's cool. I I haven't done the dragon fight today, so let's go over to the Drake's Chasm, and I'll do one on the Nightmare 3 and one on the Nightmare 2. And I'm just going to do the auto fight on that. This was made a while ago at this point, so it'll be a little bit behind on my character's BPs and all that, but it should be, it should be sufficient. I'm not exactly going to kill the dragon by myself anyway, so I'll take it. We've got Xena topping the DPS at the moment. Um, it's interesting how the chart moves whenever we're in the middle of a fight. I like having the overall statistics that you can watch like that, and I wish that there were more stages that you could do that on. So I think it would be helpful to see exactly how the damage moves, especially when you get people like Xena, who does the massive damage up front, and then you pick her up, you put her back down, and how she moves on the chart versus like Setram kind of builds as well, or well, not as well, but Setram and Sulkins both kind of do more damage over time to a large degree. Whereas again, like I said, Xena does hers up front and then peters off after like 25 seconds. So, um, and arrogance just maintains the whole time. But it's neat to watch on the board here. Okay, so I guess I did this fight the day that I got Ares because I remember that I wanted to test him out and see how he did. And I don't. It's because he decreases the defense by a good amount, and so I wanted to see what effect that had on the overall damage output, and it was pretty dang good. So I went ahead and I haven't, like I said, I haven't updated it since then. I probably should, but that hasn't happened. So Arrogance stops at DPS 22,758,000, followed by Sulkadins with 20,439,000, and then it drops down to Setram at 15,552,000, and on down from there. It would be cool if there was a thing that, that actually showed us DPS as opposed to just the damage. For the amount of time that they're out, how much do they do? Would be cool. All right, so let's auto fight number 2 as well. And with this one, I don't think that I used Ares when I did this fight. I don't know if I did this after I got Ares. Maybe I did. Looks like I did. Okay, I must have done him on the same day then. I didn't remember doing it for this one, but I must have because there he is. Uh, his damage isn't really the thing to look at. It's the fact that everybody else's damage, who does physical damage, is going up when he's on the team. So his damage is relatively negligible. It's the increase to everyone else's that matters. Yeah, I was using Laurel in the dragon fight for quite some time prior to finding out that that you can kill her essentially by picking her up. It's kind of weird to me. It's the implication is that every time you pick them up from battle, you're killing them. And I wonder if like I don't know. I gotta look into the lore of this thing a little bit more. Like you're supposed to be the commander, but like, so how does it kill them for you to essentially withdraw them from battle? Seems kind of weird. I don't know, but it definitely counts as a death because slow refreshes the rage by 50% to all of her surrounding people when she gets picked up, and that's what she's supposed to do when she dies. So there you go. Alright, we got those guys. Let's go over to guild quests and claim this, which is 20 guild coins, 20 guild activity tokens, and 5,000 gold. Also got those background fights done, and we did get one of the adventure medals from it. Got 12,910 coins, 2,250 XP potions, a few pieces of gear, and 60 great conquest points as well. So, let's hop back over to her and go searching for another one. And I'll just do one in the background. Who knows, maybe that'll be good enough. Yep, can't tell for sure. It's already 12:43, so I think I'm going to hop over to the Tide place, if I can find it. Oh, there it is, Tide, down at the bottom, and just claim the loot on that. And I saw that there's a little skip button. I've never tried it. Let's see what happens. It just actually does skip it, so you don't have to go through the whole, the roll call on your levels. We got 24 legendary skill dust, 340 talent points, 44 epic skill dust, 13,500 gold, 75 stamina, 104 rare skill dust, 1 mission supply of Mago Demon Soldier Shard, and 1 small Arachnid Demon Soldier Shard. Alright, that's all fine and well. Okay, anything else that I want to do? We gotta come claim this Tide Onslaught reward one time for sure. Or claim the reward for claiming the reward, as it were. We got 5 engraved rings and 1 stamina potion sample for that. I think then we'll hop over to here and check the background thing. We did get the adventure medal that we needed there. So we have 4,305 coins, 750 XP potions, 1 of these gear pieces, 1 of those medals, and 20 brave conquest points for that. We can hop back to Laurel in the hero's visit and submit those 2 items to get 3 5-star psychic power shards. She says, thanks to you, this forest is protected. I shall forever cherish your benevolence. Cool. What's interesting is that's apparently the end of her questline. So you just sent some soldiers out with her, and then you go and get some adventure medals, and you're good to go. That's all she needed in order to wander the forest freely, as far as I can tell. Alright, so then, in that case, we'll hop over to Gear Ready 2 with these folks and start that battle. Back into the arena area. Looks like we got 2 minutes in Sunlight before the next refresh, but hey, let's try this Capitonas, alright? Let's try Capitonas, who has 364,222. Probably gonna slaughter us, but I'm okay with that. Their stage monster PP is 377,043. That is unlikely to go well for us. Looks like I was going with Team Arrogance on this one. No idea how we would change that at this point. It's an AoE DPS challenge, so I definitely could make that much better at this point. But we're not going to. We're just going to auto-fight. How about that? I should definitely reset the auto-fight on this one. That's what I'm looking at that one there. So, we've got Ardea on their side with Primal Wrath. Enters the Frenzy state. Attack is increased by 50%, causing HP drain equal to 15% of current HP per second. The hero throws 2 of her circular blades every time her talent effect is triggered. And then they threw out Magda. I've seen Magda before. Storming Assault is her ultimate. Each attack lands 3 strikes for 25 seconds, with each strike dealing 160% AoE damage. And then they threw out Dao Chan, who's currently in healer mode. Interestingly, she is the one who switches between a Serenade of Hope and a Song of Sorrow. One of those is healer mode, and one of those is DPS mode. And then they have King Hearts. I've seen him before as well. I do not have him. This is about to blow up from my base, so that's the end of that. Alright, so Capitonas at 364,222. Okay, looks like that girl with the red hair did 7,946,260. Not sure who she was. Then after that, it drops down to arrogance at 3,661,580. And then Adrian, 1,549,280 there. And we got 3 arena coins for trouble there. Got another 12 seconds before we refresh. May as well do that, I think. Waiting ever so patiently. There we go. Refresh. Ah, well, no, don't want to do that. We want to do it for free, not for points. All right, let's see. There's a 374,000. That's the closest to where we're at. It's only, 40, let's see. Can't math at the moment, 47,000, but not quite. More than what we have. But sure, Rito it is. His stage monster BP is the same as his personal BP, so that's good. I see that he has Anora and some other lady that I recognize, but I can't think of the name of. No, and then it's Numera, that's her name. I think. Maybe not. Here's Erlong Shin. I've seen him lots of times, I just don't recognize his icon ever. He has third eye. Inflicts Heaven's Gate on up to 3 enemy targets in range. During this effect, increases max HP and attack by 20%. Each basic attack alternately deals 20% extra damage or inflicts 1 stack of radiant erosion. Increases basic attack range. And then he threw out Anora, who has the dragon labor with her wormed out as her ultimate. When activated, labor immediately deals 360% AoE magic damage to up to 10 enemies in range. Then, during the ultimate, increases labor's damage by 150% and expands both its attack range and damage range, lasting for 20 seconds. Then they threw out Numera, who has Nature's Wrath. Immediately gains 2 extra Grimthorn spikes and rapidly launches all Grimthorn spikes to random enemies in range after charging for a short period, each spike dealing 520% damage and inflicting 1 stack of poison. This is Praetus. I've seen him, or Praetus, I suppose. I've seen him a good number of times in the past, but it's been a while. He has Divine Truth. During the ultimate, increases attack by 30%. If there's only 1 enemy in range, inflicts 3 stacks of Radiant Erosion. If there's more than 1 enemy in range, inflicts Chain of Fate and 1 stack of Radiant Erosion on up to 3 enemies in range. However, I don't know what any of those things do, so it's not as useful as it could be. And here's Venoma. And Venoma goes right along with Chimera. He has the Serpentine Curse. After a short channeling, deals 520% AoE damage to enemies in the front area, inflicting hex upon them. Well, cool. So, I'm not sure if I'm seeing everybody over here. We got Erlong Shin, and Venoma, Numera, Anora, and Cretus. Alright, so that's where we're at, I suppose. Let's see what happens. It's a close battle, but I'm losing it. It's not too bad, really, for a 50,000 BP difference. I'll take it. Alright, so that was Rito with 374,067 EP. And the top damage was Anora at 26,923,000. Followed by Arrogance at 20,517,500, and then it drops down to Edrin at 16,296,000, followed by Numera at 8,102,000, and then Erlong Shin. Now, Erlong Shin was the first person out, and that was at the same time as Arrogance, and in the same location. So I'm now questioning how good Erlong Shin really is in that formation. I'm not sure. Interesting. I've seen people use Erlong Shin a good number of times. All right, we got 3 arena coins for that. Okay, back out of here. And I will have to take off here pretty soon. So I'm going to go to the events and engravers exhibition. Let's go ahead and stamp these couple of stamps that we have. Then to zombie invasion. And I'm just going to do a quick run through of the endless stage. I guess I can keep the luck tools on, and we'll just go through it quickly and see if see how far we can get. I'm not going to okay, so we have dark on here, so we're going to try to go dark and light if we can. We got spring of sticks, we got tornado, we got lightning chain, and then we'll enhance our tornado. And we're going to try to get blazing bolt. We're going to get blazing bolt. Nice. All right, so we did go light and dark successfully. And because I'm doing it this way, what I'm looking for is just stuff that stacks. And I'm not really going to pay a great deal of attention to what the other attributes are. What we're going for is anything that says plus 20%. Like if it's just damage plus 20%, that's ideal. If it's like expands the range of something, we'll take that. If it increases, we'll take that. Anything that stacks essentially, and the more general it is, so if it says damage rather than light damage, for instance, then we're gonna get that. If it says something about actually, I did this a little silly because I realized that I didn't get the potions this time. I got the luck things. And really, the light and dark goes best, in my opinion, with potions, because they do things regarding gold and also regarding potions. So, failure on my part. Let's see if I can manage to only get these things once also. So, dark damage plus 20% makes sense because we have dark damage, obviously. And so we're going to go with damage plus 20% there. We've got Blazing Bolt cooldown minus 0.5 seconds. Anything that decreases the cooldown is also something that's going to stack. So something to keep in mind. Again, if you're paying more attention to what you're doing, then you're going to obviously do better. Because if you have things multiple times, only certain things stack, and another ones just kind of override each other, or they do nothing, and maybe part of them stacks and part of them doesn't. So, it would be better to not get stuff that's exactly the same as something that you already have, and it doesn't benefit you to get another one. But this is just kind of a quick way to do fairly halfway decent without actually reading all of the things. You just kind of scan for keywords. So that's the current thing. Every once in a while, I give it a real go. But the trouble is that it takes me quite a long time when I do that. And so it may take like 45 minutes or an hour to actually give a solid attempt to the zombie invasion. And I only have that kind of time every once in a while to devote to it. So this is just refreshes all the way across as the reward. Now on these things, these stage difficulty increases, you have to choose a reward in basically they get some kind of benefit to the monsters, and then you get a reward for that. So I'm going to increase their attack, and then I'm going to get refreshes from that, and it should be fine because it only lasts for 3 waves, and we are not being hit right now, so that should be essentially nothing for us. We don't care about fire damage reduction because we don't have any fire. Let's go ahead and get some AoE explosion on those tornadoes when they disappear. It's not the best thing in the world, but it'll do. damage plus 40%. And when the more generic you can get with this, the better. If you just choosing things that stack, because if it just says damage, that applies to all damage. If it says dark damage or light damage, then obviously that's only light or dark. This is AoE damage. So it took me a while to figure that out, that it doesn't, you don't get, it doesn't just apply to that thing. So like Pursuit 2 right here, for instance, it says Blazing Bolt has a chance to pursue one time, damage plus 40%. It doesn't mean Blazing Bolt's damage, it just means damage overall. That's why you have like light damage sometimes. It's not just applying to that particular thing, it's actually applying to any light damage that's being done. So, there you go. Also, another thing to look at is that you've got these different masteries over here on the upper left. And every 5 points of mastery, you get 1 awakened skill, and the awakened skills are pretty nice. So that's something to keep in mind as well. And I think at like 20 mastery points, you get a pretty nice little awakening skill. But this is a good one. Every hit triggers lightning chain split. It's pretty cool. Increasing duration of the ultimates can be nice, and increasing the numbers of different things also can be nice. For those who are keeping track, we're on wave 15 wave 16 at the moment. And at level 27, looks like. The bar that shows you your level is in the lower left-hand corner over there. And you can also see other cool things in that same area. If you click on it, you can see all these different stats here. I think I want to do expanding the range and AoE damage plus some amount, because both of those things stack. We like things that stack. So let's get some dark damage and some light damage. And, some more light damage. Why not? Now, as you can see, the monsters are starting to get a little bit closer onto the to the fence here. And now they're starting to stack up and going to start hitting and beating this down. And once this happens, you're kind of near the end of your row, as it were. Your attempts to defeat them is not going grand, because it doesn't take them long to beat down your fence once they start piling up on it like that. So whenever I'm doing like a quick run like this, I expect to make it to like 20 to 25, wave 20 to 25, depending on just kind of how the luck goes. But I don't expect to get a lot higher than 25. Occasionally it happens, but normally in order to get higher, you have to pay a little bit more attention and a little bit more strategizing. You want to get things that are utility and things that are damage, and kind of get those to work together in a way that's meaningful. So this way it's less so. As you can see, the fence is being beaten down rapidly at this point. We're on wave 23, and this is going to be the end. Alright, so we completed up to wave 23, 5 minutes 42 seconds according to this. We got Blazing Bolt at the top with 57% of the damage. Spring of Sticks is next with 21% of the damage, followed by Tornado at 14%, and Lightning Chain at 6%. So that's how that stands. Alright, we close this out, we'll go over to quests, and we got challenge 1 time daily during the event, and that gives us 10 auto fight attempts. Very nice. Very good, very nice. Brave Conquest over here gives us 40 of these diamonds, which is nice. Hop out of there. And We have 60,060 coins, 9,000 XP potions, a myriad of different gear, 280 vault in the sands trophies, and 280 big conquest points. Alright. And Barut has a nice rare summoning crystal for us for 70 diamonds. Very cool. And that's the only thing I want from that. So we'll get out of there. And I think I am going to go ahead and call it a night for now. It was a pleasure streaming with all of you, and always a joy to talk to you. I'm going to hopefully I'll be on again tomorrow, and if all goes well, I'll see you there. If you haven't followed me yet, be sure to follow me so that you can turn on notifications to see the next time that I go live. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.